Defender Eriksson plays it on around. Through neutral comes Nick Foligno. His pass for defenseman Wisniewski gathered in and carried across. Johansson steps and fires a stick save. Rebound slugged wide by Foligno, who is dangerous there. Nate Schmidt on the hop for Washington. A good look to Andre Burakovsky. Burakovsky trying to toe drag around the defense of Dalton Prout. Burakovsky chips for Brouwer. He took a shoulder. Down low. Stop, rebound, score! Marcus Johansson.
The bounces have been going the Capitals' way. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, not the case. Well, here a bounce once again goes the Capitals' way, off the body of the goaltender and the foot of the defender. They're going to burn you. They both rank in the top 8. Their penalty killing, about the same, less than 80% for these two clubs.
Columbus in the visiting white jerseys. Cam Atkinson to the front and right to the chest of Braden Holtby. Our vote tonight as we are just getting started with regulation time. This Washington team, which has been accused at times of being too creative, that's another talking point for Al Koken throughout this night, doing his best to thank all of the veterans on this Veterans Day, Tuesday, November the 11th, inside of Verizon Center. Power play for Washington. Ovechkin with a booming drive, and McElhinney saw it all the way. Alex Ovechkin leaning in and back, along with Mike Green. Ovechkin fires off the glove of McElhinney and just wide. Two-man advantage for Washington. Backstrom elevates that pass inside. Tap, tap. Ovechkin fires. Kick out save. McElhinney.
Excellent stop by McElhinney. He didn't sit deep. He came way out to challenge OV.
Ward drives a pad save for McElhinney. Two-man advantage. 40 more seconds. Waits inside there. Just jammed high by Green. 5-on-3. 23 seconds. Backstrom. Green. Nicholas once more. Green this way. Ovechkin fires and scores! A lightning bolt makes it 2-0.
Sooner or later, the dam was going to break, and it was off the stick of number 8, Alex Ovechkin, who simply pounds it past the blocker. Look at how tight to the net he is. Top cheese for Alex Ovechkin. Here's an isolation on Comcast Sportsnet. Here's what Alex looks like when he pounds it. Not so good since 0-7-1.
Right off the draw, Atkinson squirts one through, and Columbus is on the board.
The last couple of years that he's played in Columbus, here's the draw. Just an innocent-looking shot, some screen there, and that's a body blow that goes through the pads of the goaltender. Braden Holtby looking, goes to the butterfly.
Atkinson scored 4 times against Washington last year. We are 2-1 now in favor of the guys in red. More than halfway through the opening frame. Nominal 4th line for Todd Richards. Burakovsky scampers in. Nice look for Johansson on the give and go, and Andre's stick was covered. Johansson turns the corner, feeds. Quick drive off the outside of the pipe.
He's one of the tougher guys they have on that blue line.
He and O'Brien go racing back behind the cage. McElhinney keeps it high on the glass. Point position, Niskanen, a long drive off the outside of the goal. Atkinson wheeling through center. Stick check there by Niskanen. Beagle pounds it off the boards. Fedor Tutin is next in line.
No lack of speed there for Atkinson.
Beagle rolls in on the drop. Ovechkin fires and scores! Alex Ovechkin.
Here's the turnover. Fedor Tutin trying to put it up the middle. A little give and go. How about that passing sequence? And then the top shelf shot from Alex Ovechkin. Some beautiful tap passing. Nick Backstrom just not even looking. Finding Beagle on the crisscross.
Through the seam, blocked. Green winds and fires, deflected away. 5 seconds to go in the period. Johansson with 3 to go. Marcus lets it fly. McElhinney the save as the siren sounds. Johansson and Ovechkin twice. Atkinson for the Blue Jackets in the visiting white. That's a dangerous pass. Johansson to the doorstep, fires, and McElhinney got back in time.
And Alex went for a tumble but got up. D-zone. Watch, D to D here, trying to come up the ice. And there you see Alex sneaking in. He's sort of a guy that's wandering in there coverage-wise, and then he picks it up, and then he's tripped up.
Green, late in the power play for Washington. 9 seconds left in the minor to Jenner. Johansson fires. McElhinney the save. Rebounds loose at the doorstep. Ovechkin had it bounce over his tape. And the Blue Jackets clear. Back to even in full strength. Still in the opening minute of the second period. Atkinson was straightened up by Chimera, then he's in. Atkinson settles, fires, and Holtby took the angle away. Rebound to the doorstep, bouncing past Scott Hartnell. Back in the nets once again for the Blue Jackets with Sergei Bobrovsky out. Atkinson leaves it along the wall. Niskanen is there. Boone Jenner throttles him pretty good. Braden Holtby watches this one sky over his net. Ward moving it on for Fair, able to finesse it further to Chimera. Odd man rush developing. Chimera fans on it. The former Blue Jacket broke his stick in half. Another Boston College great. Cam Atkinson, an All-America in Chestnut Hill.
Pretty cool. You have Gibbons and Atkinson, who are 1-2 in scoring for Jerry York's team for 3 consecutive seasons.
Tootin cranks it up, slap pass down low, rebound, jam wide. Tip our cap to all the men and women in our crew. Foligno on a steal, walks in alone to the forehand, and Holtby stayed right there with him. Jenner is there to say hello. 5 and 6 players in the scrum to the left of McElhaney. Carlson steps right on in, feeds for Ovechkin, fires, pad save, rebound. Oh, wonderful defense there by Wisniewski. He robbed Fair. Looking for the tip in there. A frustrated Hartnell saw his stick snap in half. Eriksson straight away. Bring it for Johansson. High slot, stop there Holtby on Hartnell. Beaconed by Tootin. Brooks Orpik will give some ground at center. Kicked loose by Gibbons, played on to Atkinson. Atkinson feeds for Jenner. Jenner to his forehand, stopped by Holtby at the end of the line. Cracknell goes shoulder to shoulder with Green. O'Brien using the window to get it past Wisniewski. This is an odd man rush. Latta and Ward 2-on-1. Latta for Ward. Great stop by McElhaney.
It starts coming out. The big hit down low. Wisniewski tries to kick it in, and here comes Latta, and he's going to sauce it over to Ward, and he wastes absolutely no time, Joe, to get that away. And for young kids watching this, the forehand one-timer is a very difficult shot.
So smooth the way he covers ground in the defensive zone. Long wrister up high off of Holtby's shoulder. At the doorstep, it's in. A 3-2 game with a tally in the final minute of the period. One that got away from Braden Holtby.
Put everything into the net, and the puck ends up going in. There's the shot. Holtby doesn't know where it is, and look at Boone Jenner and Atkinson just chopping away as they're smothered by Niskanen. There it is, right shoulder, doesn't know where it is, and it's his skate boot that actually kicks that puck into the net because he can't find it. There's a lot of white, but watch the skate boot right there, and I don't think any other stick touched that.
Who's been shooting up a storm in November. I mean, better than 65%. Orpik, who is entangled with Gibbons. Here's a wrister from Foligno. Glove save, Holtby. Rebound trickles wide. St. Denis on for Gibbons. A slap pass picked up by Foligno. Nick Foligno puts it into Park. Holds, feeds down low, on through Johansson. Sneaky pass, and a pad save for Holtby was a good one on St. Denis. Bull waiting for the hit from Schmidt. Trop is there at point position. Eriksson's wrister floats wide. Chaput. Snapshot on the way, stopped by Holtby, and he'll reel in the rebound. Cracknell calls his own number. That went wide with some help from Brooks Light. Jack Hillen, the healthy scratch for the Capitals tonight. The play of Nate Schmidt just won't let him get back into the lineup. All 7 faceoffs that he's taken tonight. Boone Jenner plays it to the point for Wisniewski. Top side to Eriksson, giving some ground. Wisniewski fires, deflection, and Holtby just does squeeze that to his side to watch.
And that helps him defensively. You know, he's only been on for 5 goals against, and there's only a handful of defensemen that have played a lot of games that can really even come close to that.
Jenner looking to stuff as Holtby was scrambling in that gold crease. Play it on around for Mike Green. Green's pass, not enough starch on that. Wisniewski almost stole it.
Keep it out of the middle. Play north-south here. You're up a goal.
Burakovsky to Johansson to stop. He scores! Marcus Johansson!
Didn't get get rewarded, and the Capitals jump on it. Burakovsky's going to get the primary assist. Look at how quickly he gets around the net. Trotz says, you know, it's his skating, and it does separate great players, and there's the quickness of Mojo stepping around. Notice the open pivot, Joe.
Holds up at the attacking line, pumps one right to Braden Holtby, who makes the stick save. St. Denis upset there with Latta and vice versa. Prout hammers that one right on. Rebound, swing and a miss. Jenner was point blank on the rebound try. Carlson on the perimeter. No need to pull the trigger now, although Johansson's denied the hat trick, and the siren sounds. Washington wins this one on home ice by the final count of 4-2.